Hello, sir.
Yeah, ma, tell me, Anand.
Sir, எங்க சிஸ்டம்ல இருந்து ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ண முடியாது சார்.
உங்க சிஸ்டம்ல இருந்து ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ண முடியும், பட் உங்க சிஸ்டம்ல இருந்து ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ண எப்படி இருக்கும்? நீங்க வந்து எப்படி இருக்குமோ, எப்படி ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் டிஸ்கனெக்ட் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும், இல்ல ஹேங் ஆன மாதிரி இருக்கும்னா அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். என்னோட சிஸ்டம்ல வந்து நான் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணும்போது நான் என்ன டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேனோ அது அப்படியே ரெக்கார்ட் ஆயிடும். புரியுதா? ஸோ கொஞ்சம் அட்வான்டேஜ் இருக்கும், அவ்வளவுதான். நீங்க ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்னா கொஞ்சம் லேக் ஆன மாதிரி இருக்கும், அவ்வளவுதான். ஓகே, நான் என்ன பண்றேன், என்னோட ஸ்கிரீனை கொஞ்சம் என்லார்ஜ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் நான் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஐ ஷேர் இட் யூ. ஓகே, ஸோ கொஞ்சம் கிளியரா இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. Okay, everyone joined, I think so. Okay, fine, ma. So any issues, voice issues, video issues, just clear it now itself. So we are going to start the problem. Okay, Nethi problems are the pakla, the answers pakla. So Nethi on the have given you two problems, it seems. Okay, Anand, can you tell me the problems? What are the problems? There are two problems I have given you. I think first one was a bullet traveling with a velocity of 16 meter per second penetrates a tree trunk and comes to rest in 0.4 meters. Find the time taken during the retardation, right? So have you completed this one? So the answer is 0.05 seconds. The answer is 0.05 seconds. So those who have not done, I'll solve it if you want, or else we'll go to the next step. Got it, sir, Shubha. Okay, fine. So the answer is 0.05 seconds. Anyone having issues with that question? Okay, any difficulty in that question? Done, sir. Okay, fine. So second question. I think second question on the second question, a body starting from rest accelerates uniformly at the rate of 10 centimeter per second square and retards uniformly at the rate of 20 centimeter per second square. Find the least time in which it can complete the journey of 5 kilometers. If the maximum velocity attained by the body is 72 kilometers per hour. So we need to find the total time period. The total time period is 400 seconds. For the second question, the answer is 400 seconds. Those who have done it, just let me know that. So or else we'll solve it. Okay, any doubt in the second question?
Sir.
Yeah, ma, tell me.
Sir, 300 தான் சார் ஆன்சர் வந்திருக்கு.
300 வந்திருக்கா? So அங்க நீங்க வந்து டைம் பீரியட் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? So இதுல வந்து ரெண்டு ஸ்டேஜஸ் இருக்கு. For the uniform acceleration ஒன்னு இருக்கு. Okay, and same thing for the deacceleration இருக்கு. Deacceleration retardation இருக்கு. ரெண்டு டைம் பீரியட் வருது. Okay, and again அதுல வந்து இன்னொரு ஸ்டெப் இருக்கு for uniform velocity. Okay, மூணு ஸ்டேஜஸ் இருக்கு. 3 different time period you are going to find it. Okay, சரி, நீங்க வந்து டைம் பீரியட் என்ன இருக்கு? 300 வந்திருக்கு உங்களுக்கு. 300 வந்திருக்கு. Okay, sir, I'll solve that question. So those who are not done it, just see the board. Okay, so நான் இப்படி board display பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். I'm just going to record it like that only. Okay, நான் அப்படியே உங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்றேன். Okay, any difficulty, just let me know that. So I'll read the question again. Just see the question. And data என்ன இருக்கு, I'll going to write. A body starting from rest accelerates uniformly. So it was going to accelerate 10 centimeter per second square. I'm going to accelerate 10 centimeter per second square and retards uniformly at the rate of 20 centimeter per second square. 10 centimeter per second square and retards acceleration with 20 centimeter per second square. Okay, now find the least time in which it can complete the journey. Find the time in which it can complete the journey of 5 kilometers. We are going to complete the journey of 5 kilometers. Till that only you have find the time period. So t is equal to 300 till this. So there is one more topic, one more content. If the maximum velocity attained by the body, if the maximum velocity attained by the body is 72 kilometers per hour. Okay, there are three different segments are there. The total time period you are getting as 400 seconds. So we are going to do one by one. Okay, right. So have you written the question? I'm going to solve it. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Okay, those who are having issues, no worries. Okay, I'm going to record it. I'm going to share the screen to you once I complete the class. Okay, so given data. So first one, first point. Okay, so here assume the motion with uniform acceleration. Assume the motion is at uniform acceleration. It was traveling at the rest condition. So the body is starting from the rest condition. When it is starting from the rest condition, u is equal to 0. Okay, and v they have given v is 72 kilometers per hour. V is 72 kilometers per hour. You're going to find that meter per second. You're going to find it in meter per second. So to convert that into meter per second, 72 into 5 by 18. So the value will be approximate 20 meter per second. Meter per second. I'm going to convert that into kilometer per hour to meter per second. It is 5 by 18. I'm dividing and multiplying by 518. Okay. So everyone has joined, I think so. Okay. So now, so acceleration for the first step, they have given us 10 centimeter per second square. Remember, it was given in centimeters. I'm going to convert into meters. So to convert into meters, it is 0.1 meter per second square. Okay, this is your given data for the first question. So we are going to find the time period. Okay, to find the time period, so first of all, you have to check, okay, the relations. What will the relations you have to take? So here I have the acceleration, I have the initial velocity, I have the final velocity. I'll take directly. V is equal to u plus at. Okay, V is equal to u plus at. When you're substituting the relation, I'll get the time period t as 100 seconds. Sorry, t as it is a 20 is equal to 0 plus 0.1 into t. Okay, so I'll take t as 200 seconds. I'll get t as 200 seconds for the first case. So till this, any doubts? Okay, till this, any doubts?
No,
So, and they have given the time period, the displacement, it was taking of approximate 5 kilometers, the total journey for 5 kilometers. So we are going to check for this particular time period, what is the displacement? For this particular time period, what is the displacement? To find the displacement, so I can able to take, because I got the time period, I can able to take the direct relation v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay, v square minus u square is equal to 2s. From this relation, I'm going to check the displacement. So y displacement now for this time period, how much distance or how much displacement was traveled. So v, u, acceleration, displacement we need to find. So from this relation, displacement is about 2 kilometers. Okay, we find it, displacement is about 2 kilometers. Till this, it is your first case because it is your acceleration of 10 centimeter per second square. So you have to solve like this. Okay, so now the fuller solve formula. So I'm just taking that formula. So I'm given the relation. So try to find it, you'll get the answer. So any doubt for this first one? If you have written it, I'll erase it. Have you taken this one? Okay, have you taken this one? Yes, sir. Okay, fine. So I told you already, those who are having issues with the voice, just wait for some time. Okay, it will be clear because the signal issues sometimes on the disturbance video. So now what I'll do, I'm just recording this one. Whatever you are going to miss it, okay, you are going to see the video itself directly. Okay, right. So we'll take the second step. Okay. So have you cleared this one? Have you noted this one? Have you noted this one? Any doubts in the first stage?
No, sir.
Okay, fine.
no
Second one we'll
doubts.
see. Yes, ma'am. So we'll see one by one. Second one we'll see. So under second one, they have given that deceleration. It was decreasing the acceleration. It was decreasing the acceleration. So under second stage, it is a deceleration. I'm going to take the steps as this. So here, whatever the velocity, that means first of all, it was going from the rest condition. Okay, after that, it was gaining some velocity. After one particular condition, this is your initial. For example, okay, this is your acceleration at 10 centimeter per second square. So this is your u, this is v. Okay, so u is 0 because it was at rest condition. With the v only, it was trying to travel, which is 20 meter per second. So for the second stage, it was deaccelerating. For the deacceleration, again, it is u is nothing but 20. How much they have given? It is 20 centimeter per second square. So it was deacceleration, so it is minus. So whatever the velocity it was traveling, this velocity is nothing but your initial condition. Remember, whatever the velocity it was traveling for the first case, this velocity will be the initial condition for the second case. Okay, so it is your initial condition for the second case, and after that it was decreasing. That means when it is decreasing, the velocity v is equal to 0. Okay, deceleration is nothing but it will slowing down. The velocity v is equal to 0. So the relations will be, so u is your 20 meter per second, which is initially it was v. Okay, and the final velocity, because it was at rest condition, v is equal to 0. Okay, so v is equal to 0. Now, so one by we'll see. So now we got the v, and acceleration a is minus 20 centimeter per second square. So I'm going to convert into meters. So the relation is minus 0.2 meter per second square. So we got the acceleration. Now I need to find the time period and how much displacement it was traveled. So for the time period, again from the relation, v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. When you substituting the answers, you'll get T2. I'm assuming it as T2 because it is a second case. T2, I'm getting it as 100 seconds. For this one, T2, I'm getting it as 100 seconds. Which lesson you teach? Please tell me, sir. Who is admin? I don't know who is it. Okay. Okay, just take it down. So V is equal to u plus at. T2 is equal to 100 seconds. Okay, T2 is equal to 100 seconds. Right? So now I got the time period. Now I'll find the displacement, how much displacement it was happening. Okay. So again, so from the relation, I'm going to find the displacement. From this relation, v square minus u square is equal to 2s. So we know the initial velocity, we know the displacement, we know the acceleration. So displacement we need to find. So from this relation, s is 1 kilometer. From this relation, s is 1 kilometer. Okay. So we got the displacement, we got that time period. Okay, remaining journey. Okay, so the remaining displacement, remember it is a displacement for the second case, it is 1 kilometer. Earlier it was 2 kilometers. Now the remaining position of the displacement is about, the remaining displacement is about 2 kilometers. The remaining displacement is about 2 kilometers. For this, you got to find the time period. This is your third case. Remember, it is your third case. Any doubt in the second case? Have you taken this one? Have you taken this one? Any doubts in the second case? Whatever
No,
you have done
sir.
in the first one, it is a continuation to the second one. That's it. Okay.
No, sir.
Now for the displacement, balance displacement, 2 kilometers, we are going to find the time period. Okay. I'm going to erase it. If you have any issues, you can ask me. Okay. So for the displacement, 2 kilometers, we are going to find the time period. For the displacement 2 kilometers, we are going to find the time period. Now, so the velocity, so whatever the velocity we are taking, this is your initial condition itself, initial velocity itself. For the third case, okay, so S is 2 kilometers. We are going to convert into meters. S is 2 kilometers. We are going to find the time period. I'll assume it as T3. I'll assume it as T3. Now we know the velocity with which it was traveled. So U is nothing but it is 20 meter per second. We know the velocity, we know the displacement. We are going to find the time period here. So remember the direct relation. So time period or velocity is nothing but displacement by time period. So time period is nothing but displacement by velocity. Time period is nothing but displacement by velocity. Okay. So from this relation, time period, we'll get it as 100 seconds. We'll get it as 100 seconds. So initial, the time period is your 200 seconds plus. So second case, it is 100 seconds. And now the third time period is 100 seconds. So the total is 400 seconds. This is your total time period for the duration of 5 kilometers. Okay. So it is your relations. Okay. Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Any doubt? If you have any doubts, just ask me. Okay. Priyanka, no issues. Mahalakshmi, no. Video is not clear, sir. Harini, just wait for some time now. It will be clear. Or else I'll share you the video. I'm recording the video. No issues. Okay. Any doubts in this question? No, sir. Okay, fine. So we'll try to do some more problems on gravitation. Remember, when you're discussing about the three equations, okay, so these three equations will be related to your acceleration due to gravity also. Okay, acceleration due to gravity also. So when we are discussing about the acceleration due to gravity, it will be with respect to object which was traveling in a straight line only, but in vertical conditions. Okay, so next heading, you can make the heading, motion under gravity. You can make the heading motion under gravity. Motion under gravity. Motion under gravity. Okay, so we'll see the relations, how it will be. Okay, then we'll do the problems. So when any object was trying to travel in a vertical condition, so vertical condition are two conditions are there. One, the object was moving upward direction, which was away from the gravitation, and the object was moving downward direction, which is towards the gravitation. Away from the gravitation and towards the gravitation. Now, so when it is away from the gravitation, remember acceleration in it is away and so on. The acceleration due to gravity is minus. Okay, when it is towards, the acceleration due to gravity is plus. So for the acceleration due to gravity, when it is away from the gravitations, so it is u, same thing, u v, everything it was related to motion is straight line. So again, acceleration plus acceleration due to gravity, same time period, same displacements. So the relations will be v is equal to u minus gt, because it is negative, it is away from the gravitation. Okay, s is equal to ut minus half gt square. V square minus u square is equal to minus 2gs. So this is your relation when the object was away from the gravitation. Remember, it was away from the gravitation. Okay, when it is towards, so it will be plus acceleration due to gravity, and same initial will be there, final will be there. Okay, acceleration due to gravity will be there, time period will be there, and displacement will be there. Okay, so the relation for this one, here it is plus and here it is minus. Okay, remember it was away from it and it was towards. So here the relation v is equal to u plus gt. Second one, s is equal to ut plus half gt square. Third one, v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. Okay, these are your relations with respect to gravitations. Okay, so in acceleration, we are going to take the gravitation, that is acceleration due to gravity, and it is one case is minus and one case is plus. Okay, so any doubts on this one? We are going to do some problems on these things. Any doubts? If you have any doubts on this one, just ask me now, or else we'll do problems. Done? Okay, just take the relations if you want. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. Okay, so I hope the video is clear now. Okay, நான் ரொம்ப ஸ்லோவாக போகிறேன். Okay, until you are comfortable. And one more thing, நான் record பண்ணிட்டு திரும்பி நான் சொல்றேன். I'm recording it. I'll share the video to you people. Okay, right. So take the problem. First one. First problem. Those who are having video issues, just wait for some time. So கொஞ்சம் video clear ஆயிடும். Just wait for some time. Just at 30 minutes, 1 minute wait பண்ணுங்க. Clear ஆயிடும். Okay, just take the first question. First question. And whatever we are discussing here, we are discussing with respect to the gravitation. Okay, so first question. A ball thrown vertically upwards, a ball thrown vertically upwards, a ball thrown vertically upwards with a speed of, a ball thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 19.6 meter per second, with a speed of 19.6 meter per second, 19.6 meter per second from the top of a tower, from the top of a tower, returns to the earth in 6 seconds, returns to the earth in 6 seconds, returns to the earth in 6 seconds, 6 seconds. Find the height of the tower, find the height of the tower, find the height of the tower. Okay, I'll repeat the question. A ball thrown vertically upwards, a ball thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 19.6 meter per second from the top of a tower, returns to the earth in 6 seconds. Find the height of the tower. Find the height of the tower. Okay, so how many of you joined today? Okay. Okay, those who are new, I don't know whether you people are there or not yesterday. So today we are going to discuss, we already started the kinematics. In that motion is straight line only we are going to discuss. Okay, so anything, anyone having issues with the topics, those who are new now, okay, just let me know. I'll repeat those things again. And remember, we are doing the problems. What are the problems we are doing? I'll give the relations before itself. With the help of relations only we are doing. I'm here only. Admin, what is your name? I'm here only. Sir, video is not clear. Just wait for some time. It will be clear to you. Just change those admin 6F Dinesh Kumar V. Dinesh, change your name to from admin to name. Okay, just try to change that. Okay, others who are having the names apart from their like admin, those things and all, just try to change their names. Okay, right. So the question is, so they have given the velocity and they have given the total time period. Okay, and we are going to find the height of the tower. Okay, I'm just drawing a picture. Okay, just see. So I assume there is a tower. Okay, so it is your tower. Okay, from the ground. So this tower height is h, for example. So I have thrown an object from the height of the tower. So it was moving upward direction and after that it was falling down. Okay, it was moving upward direction and it was falling down. So the displacement is like this. Okay, so they have given the total time period t is 6 seconds. They have given the total time period as t is 6 seconds. And they have given the initial velocity. It is your initial velocity, 19.6 meter per second. Okay, this is your initial velocity, 19.6 seconds. And remember, it was moving upward direction. The acceleration is moving upward direction. So when it is moving upward direction, g is minus. So I'll take g as minus 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, minus 9.8 meter per second square. So sometimes you may be having some issues with the 9.8, or else you can take approximate 10, but the values will be near to the actual values only. Okay, so when you're taking 10, it will be easy for you to solve. Okay, just take 10. Okay, or if they have specifically mentioned you to take 9.8, you take 9.8, or else you can take 10. Okay, so and it is minus. Now, so in this relation, so the total displacement, we'll see the total displacement of an object. It was starting from one point, for example, it was starting from one point and returning to the same point. So when an object was starting from one point and returning to the same point, the displacement is equal to zero. The total displacement is equal to zero. When object was starting from one point and returning back to the same point, the total displacement is equal to zero. Now, here, the object was starting at this point. The object was starting at this point and it was returning to the ground, this one. So the height is the ballast position here. So what I'll do, I'll take this one as S plus H, the total displacement as zero. The total displacement as zero. So because it is your total displacement, it was starting from the height of the tower. So the displacement of this object is this one, which is S, and height is H. So the total displacement, which I'll cover it as S plus H is equal to zero, and I'll take it as S is nothing but minus H. I'll take it as S is nothing but minus H. The displacement which we need to find is H here. So S is minus H. Now, so we got the initial conditions, we got the time periods, and we got the displacement. So here we are going to find the height H. So from the relation, so matching all this from the relation, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So I'm going to take the second equation because we have the initial condition, time period, acceleration. So we are going to find the displacement here from this relation. Okay. So displacement, we'll see one by one. So here displacement S is minus H. I'm going to substitute S is as minus H. S is minus H. U is 19.6. T is 6 seconds. And G is minus 9.8. Okay, I'll take minus directly. So minus G T square. So from this relation, try to find H. What is the height H? Okay, try to find H here. Find it. Just substitute the values, find the relation. Sir, why we put sign for gravity? Charlata, it was opposite of the gravitation. It was moving upward direction, right? When we are throwing. When we are throwing upward direction, it is your negative acceleration. Okay, for that only it was minus. Okay, ma. Clear? So vertically opposite to the gravitation here. Acceleration that is from the ground. Opposite to the ground. Sir, it is 58.8 meters. Right, ma. So the height is 58.8 meters. So those who are doing it, just try to find the answer. So it is 58.8 meters, the answer. Make it fast, ma. Ah, right, fine. So near to that value is good only. So 58, 58.7, 58.6, approximate 59, it will be good answer only. So we can get the nearby values. Okay, others do it. Make it fast, man. We'll do some more problems. Yes. Yes, 58.8. Okay, is it over? Others? Yes, no. Yes, no. 58.8 or 58.9. Okay. So those are done. Just take the second question. Just take the second question. Or others, if you're doing it, just take the answer, okay, and you can solve it later. If you have any doubts, you can ask me later in group. Okay, just take the second question. Those are done. We take the second question. A food packet is released from the helicopter. A food packet is released from a helicopter. A food packet is released from a helicopter, which is rising steadily. Which is rising steadily. Rising steadily at 2 meter per second, which is rising steadily at 2 meter per second, which is rising steadily at 2 meter per second. Okay, we'll stop after 2 seconds. We'll stop after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, the first question, what is the velocity of the packet? What is the velocity of the packet? We need to find the velocity after 2 seconds. What is the velocity of the packet? Second one. In the second question, how far is it below the helicopter? 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 That means we need to find the displacement, yes. How far is it below the helicopter? Okay, these are the two questions. And take G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Take G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, right. So I'll explain again. A food packet is released from a helicopter, okay, which is rising steadily at 2 meter per second, which is rising. Remember, it was rising steadily. Okay, it was rising steadily at 2 meter per second. Rising steadily at 2 meter per second. Okay, right. So after 2 seconds, what is the velocity of the packet? Second one, how far is it below the helicopter? How far is it below the helicopter? Okay, these are the two relations. Okay, right. So those who are know this question, those who want to do, just try it. Others can concentrate here. So we need to find the velocity and we need to find the displacement after 2 seconds. Okay, so I'll read the question. Just try to concentrate. So here a food packet is released from a helicopter which is rising steadily. It was rising steadily. So remember, it was not at rest condition. Okay, it was moving with some velocity. So u is 2 meter per second. Okay, so velocity v is 21.6. No ma, it is not 21.6. Okay, so and they have given time period t as 2 seconds. Time period t as 2 seconds. So we are going to find the final velocity v. We are going to find the final velocity v. They have given it was raising steadily. When it is raising steadily, acceleration due to gravity is minus 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, minus 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so when it is releasing now, it was just raising steadily upward direction. So it was opposite to the gravitation. After that only it was falling down. So at that particular instant when it is dropping, so it is opposite to the gravitation, minus 9.8 meter per second square. Now, so v is equal to u minus gt. V is equal to u minus gt. So find this answer. Find the velocity. Find the velocity. Also, see, you have taken gs plus, then only you'll get the 21.6. It is not g as plus, it is gs minus because it was dropping from a particular height and it was raising velocity. Yes. So the velocity is minus. Yes. So it is minus 17.6 meter per second. Minus 17.6 meter per second. So it is nothing but vertical. This negative sign indicates, you can mention there itself. The negative sign indicates that the velocity is directed vertically downwards. The velocity is directed vertically downwards. When it is vertically downwards, you can mention it as negative when you're getting the answer. Yes, ma'am, minus 17.6. Now, second case we'll get. So I have taken this one, velocity as 17.6 minus. Now we need to find the distance. We need to find the distance. So same condition. So we are going to find the displacement. So S is equal to, for the second case, S is equal to ut minus half gt square. Okay, S is equal to ut minus half gt square. You know the value of u, you know the value of g, you know the value of t. Find the displacement from this. Yes, ma'am. It is minus 15.6. It is minus 15.6 meter per second. Minus 15.6 meter per second. Okay, but it is not the final answer actually. It is not the final answer. How far it below the helicopter? How far it below the helicopter? That is a question actually. Okay, so if you're done, I'll erase it. So the displacement which you are getting, okay, as we have seen the earlier case, S is equal to minus is the same condition. So here it was raised for a height of 15.6 meter per second. Okay, but there's a small thing. So here the helicopter is also raising upward direction. Here the helicopter is also raising upward direction. It has its own velocity. They have given the velocity for the helicopter also. It is 2 meter per second with which it was moving. So we have to consider the height of the velocity helicopter also, which it was raising up through a distance. So its velocity is 2 meter per second and its time period is also 2 seconds. Okay, we have to consider the relation for helicopter also. So the displacement for this helicopter S is equal to U into T. So it is 4 meters. So it is for helicopter. Okay, so S is 4 meters and this is for food packets. The total height combinedly is your total answer. Okay, so after 2 seconds, the distance of the food packets from the helicopter is 4 plus 15.6 meter per second meters. 4 plus 15.6 meters. So the answer is 19.6 meters. So we have to consider the helicopter also. So the answer is 19.6 meters. 19.6 meters. Okay. Yes, 19.6 meters. So just try to understand. So here, helicopter height helicopter it was traveling. Again, other displace after that only the food packets has been dropped. So food packets combinedly after 2 seconds, combinedly it is 19.6. Only for the food packets it is 15.6 meters. Okay, ரெண்டு different conditions இருக்கு. Okay, so food packets and the helicopter, the total distance is 19.6. Only food packets na 15.6 meters. Done. Yes, 19.6. Okay, any doubts? So we'll see the next question. So this one you just try it. Okay, next question. Next question. Just take the second question. This one you can able to do it. It was earlier we have seen the similar type question only, the same type. Okay. The question is a stone thrown upwards, a stone thrown upwards, a stone thrown upwards from the top of a tower. A stone thrown upwards from the top of a tower. Top of a tower. 85 meters high. From the top of a tower, 85 meters high. 85 meters high. Come on. Reaches the ground in 5 seconds. Reaches the ground in 5 seconds. Reaches the ground in 5 seconds. Find first one, find the greatest height above the ground. Find the greatest height above the ground. Greatest height above the ground. First question is greatest height above the ground. Second question, the velocity with which, second question, the velocity with which it reaches the ground. The velocity with which it reaches the ground. Third question, the time taken to reach the maximum height. The time taken to reach the maximum height. Okay, the time taken to reach the maximum height. Okay, so in brackets, g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So they have given g as 10 directly, so you can take 10. Okay, so in brackets, g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So I'll repeat the question. A stone thrown upwards from the top of a tower 85 meters high reaches the ground in 5 seconds. Reaches the ground in 5 seconds. Find the greatest height above the ground. Find the greatest height above the ground. The velocity with which it reaches the ground. The time taken to reach the maximum height. Take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. This is your question. So try to find the height, try to find the velocity and the time period. Okay, those who are having any doubts in the question, they can ask me.
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, third one, sir.
Third one, the time taken to reach the maximum height. Time taken to reach the maximum height. Time taken to reach the maximum height. So in this question, remember they haven't given you any velocity, any initial velocity. So first question on the velocity find out pannirukkom. Just try to find the initial velocity. Yes, ma'am. Sai Shweta. Yes,
Sir, stone is thrown from top to ground, so g is will be minus no, sir.
Yes, ma'am. G is minus 1. Minus 10 meter per second square. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, those who are new, first one is how much? 300 meters, sir. First one is not 300 meters. The greatest height above the ground is 88.2 meters. 88.2 meters. 88.2 meters. Okay, so first one, given data problem. So they have given the displacement. I already told you the net displacement is equal to 0 because it was traveling at a particular height now. It is minus 85 meters. This one only we have taken as minus h. Remember, when any object was taken from a particular height, so the displacement is negative. Okay, minus 85 meters. T is 5 seconds and G is 10. So this is your data. Now, so and remember it was minus because it was moving upward direction. It was minus. Okay, first we'll find the this velocity. So because they have given you any initial conditions, any initial velocities. Without any initial velocities, I cannot able to find the time period for these things under. Okay, first I'll find the initial velocity because it is your displacement, time, and acceleration combined. Okay, I have to take the second equation. So S is equal to ut plus half gt square. But displacement is minus. Okay, because it is minus 85, so it is minus 85. Okay, is equal to u minus half gt square. So from this relation, try to find u. From this relation, try to find u. This is your initial condition. Once you got the initial condition only, I can able to find the first question. Okay. Done. So 82.5. No, ma. Okay. So have it. Okay. U is 8 meter per second. U is 8 meter per second. First, if you got the U, then I'll tell you how to do the displacement. Okay. The question for this first one was height we need to find, which is moving upward direction. Okay. So we need to find that height. Okay, above the ground, so the greatest height. So remember, the picture was, it is your height of a tower, and from this we are throwing the object like this. We are going to find this height with which it was moving upward direction. This height we need to find. Okay, so what they have given the top of a tower. Okay, they have given the 85 meters height of a tower. This is your height of a tower, but we need to find this portion. We need to find this portion. When you find this portion, when you add these two, this is your answer. Okay, u is 8 meter per second, correct? Okay, first one. So in that, we are going to find the displacement with which it was moving upward direction, the small portion. What is the small portion I have rounded it? We need to find displacement because they have given the height of a tower, 85 meters. But we need to find this displacement. So to find the displacement from these relations, so we know the initial condition, and after reaching the maximum height, what will happen? The v is equal to 0. So final velocity, because it is your initial condition, the final velocity v is equal to 0. So from the formula, v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. From this relation, v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. I'm going to find the displacement. Yes. Mute பண்ணுங்க. Okay, v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. So g is nothing but your negative minus. Okay, so from this you'll get the displacement. So the displacement here you are getting as 3.2 meters. So displacement for this small position after reaching the maximum height. So this position was your 3.2 meters. So the total height is 3.2 plus 85. This is your answer. That is 88.2 meters. Okay, this is your first one. So any doubts, you can ask me. 88.2 meters, yes, ma'am. 88.2 meters.
Sir, what's the value of S?
Which S? This S is 3.2 meters. The S is 3.2 meters. Whatever you are finding here,
Yes, sir.
first case, it is 3.2 meters. Okay, done?
Sir.
Yes, ma'am. Who is it? Okay, any doubts? Okay, right. So now find the second one. So இதுல வந்து ரெண்டாவது question கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So we need to find the velocity. Okay, we need to find the velocity which it reaches the ground. Remember, it was reaching the ground. So we need to find the velocity. When it is reaching the ground, it was towards the ground. Okay, it was plus. Remember, acceleration is plus for the second case. Okay, so we need to find the velocity, final velocity, v, for the second case. So here, if you see that at this point, at a particular height, it was reaching. So u is equal to 0. We need to find a v. We need to find v. So ground in our acceleration due to gravity is plus, correct? So acceleration due to gravity is plus, and we already know the displacement when it is moving downward direction. Is displacement is nothing but the total displacement we need to consider 88.2 meters. This is your total displacement. Okay, and Yes, that's it. So V square minus U square is equal to 2GS. Okay, from this relation, try to find velocity V. Try to find velocity V. Find the velocity V.
Is V equal to 10?
No, no, V is not 10. V is not 10. Check it. So 2 into 10 into 88.2 meters.
Sorry, sir, I had converted S as T.
You have converted S as? I didn't get you, ma. You have converted S as T.
Taken S as time, sir.
No, it is not time period, ma.
Displacement
Right.
only I had understand it.
Yes. Okay. Do it. So it is V square is equal to 2 into 10 into 88.2 meters. Okay. So this relation is square roots. Okay. So the value
Sir.
will be, it is 1764. Yes, ma'am.
Answer is 44.2.
44.2. It will be around 42 something it was getting. 42 meter per second. 42 meter per second. 42.
41.98.
41.98. Yes, approximate we can take 41.98, or you can round it off as 42 also.
No, sir.
And you check it.
40,
It is
40.
42. Yes,
Yes,
42.
sir. 10 into 4.2 and I'm
Okay. So it is approximate 42. So it is your velocity. So for the second case, it is your velocity. Okay. So I got it for the second case. Any doubts? 41.23. Yeah, approximate we can take it, man. Yes. Got it, sir. Okay, good. Okay, now we'll see the third case. I'm going to erase it. Okay, we'll see the third case. Third case was we are going to find the time period. Okay, so for the time period, so it was moving upward motion. So to reach the maximum height, remember it was reaching the maximum height. So maximum height downward direction as based on the acceleration due to gravity change. To reach the maximum height, G is minus 10 meter per second square. Remember. So to reach the maximum height, it is opposite to the gravitation. It is minus 10. Now, so we already know velocity is 8 meter per second. Okay, which we got it at the initial condition. So we need to find the time period. U we know after reaching the maximum height, what will happen? V is equal to 0. V is equal to 0. U is 8 meter per second. V is equal to 0. G is minus 10. So try to find the time period T. So which formula you have to use? You try it. So T is 0. Yes,
0.
correct, Anand. Yes, ma, correct. Yes, time is 0.8 seconds. Others try it. So you can take any formula which you are getting. Yes, my answer is 0.8 only, Kalyani. Done? 0.8 seconds, yes, 0.8. Okay, any doubts on this question? Any doubts? Okay, actually, in this motion is straight line, there are some graphs are there. Position time graphs, velocity time graph, and acceleration time graphs. Okay, position time graphs, velocity time graphs, acceleration time graphs. Okay, if I do the time graphs and all everything, now it will take time. So what I'll do, I'll share you 2 PDFs. Okay, so it is only screenshots. I'll share you 2 pages. It is related to a graphs, position versus time. Okay, So after that, your velocity versus time and acceleration versus time. Okay, so there are three different sections of graphs out there. Okay, so it will be constant velocity, constant acceleration, and uniform acceleration, uniform velocity. There are different sections out there. Okay, so I'll share it to you. Okay, try to practice it. Okay, if you have any doubts, tomorrow for the first half an hour we'll discuss about the graph. If you have any doubts, or else when I'm discussing again and again those graphs, now for drawing itself it will take time. I'll share you the PDFs. So those who are having doubts, they can ask me. Okay, so tomorrow for the first half hour, we'll discuss about the graphs and we'll discuss about the problems on the graphs for this one. Then we'll start the vectors. Clear? And the gravitation, remember what are the gravitation sums are there? You practice the sums. Today I'll share you a document to you. Okay, yesterday I forget actually. Today I'll share you a document to you. So this document will be having some questions regarding the gravitation part and as well as the earlier, the differentiation part also. Okay, try to practice. Those are having doubts, they can mention it tomorrow. Okay, so first half an hour we'll discuss about the graphs and we'll do some problems on it. Okay, so any doubts so far? Those who are joining new, they can text me if they have any doubts. Okay, so we cannot able to repeat those things again because it will take time for us also. So at the end, once we complete everything, we'll have a quick session on the revision part. Okay, so any doubts so far? So there is one more content called relative motion. We'll discuss that one and we'll do some problems on this. Any doubts so far? Those who are having doubts in gravitation also they can ask. We'll do one problem on that. Then we'll go to the relative motion. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, right. So we'll do only one problem on the gravitation. Okay, so then we'll go to the next question, next step. Okay, so this question was related with respect to the nth term. Okay, it was related to nth term. So the formula is Sn is equal to find the nth term. Okay, Sn is equal to u plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. U plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. It is to find the nth term of displacement, or if you can able to find the nth time period, or you can able to find the nth velocity also. Okay, related to this one, we'll do a problem. Okay, remember this formula, Sn is equal to u plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. U plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, so take the question. So I'm new to this online classes, so can you add me in your group? Which group, ma? I don't know. I would add these things because there is a persons for this one. So in this group itself, there will be a person called I think Perumal sir is there and Shiva sir is there and Rubini ma'am is there. Okay, so if you want, I'll inform to them. They'll contact you for the adding and all. Okay, so I know that you people are new to the online classes. Okay, new to the online classes. For that only, I'm not rushing up. நான் திரும்பி சொல்றேன், நான் rush பண்ண மாட்டேன் இப்போதைக்கு because ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸஸ் கொஞ்சம் நியூ இருக்கு. ஆஃப்லைன்னா ஐல் கோ. ஸோ இமீடியட்லி வந்து கிராஷ் கோர்ஸ்ன்னு சொன்னாலே ஒரு டாபிக் வந்து ஒரு கிளாஸ் தட் இன் 1.5 hour ஒரு டாபிக் நான் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணேன். தட் இஸ் கிராஷ் கோர்ஸ். பட் இப்போ என்னன்னா ஃபார் ஆன்லைன் இட் வாஸ் பிட் டிஃபிகல்ட். ஆக்சுவலி நான் மெதுவா போறேன் இது. ஓகே, ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வந்து நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருக்கு. நான் அப்போதைக்கு ஒரு மெத்தட் ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் தான் நான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். So it is not correct actually. Okay, if you are practicing doubt sessions, நீங்க வந்து doubts கேட்கும் போது தான் I can able to explore more things. Okay, அதுக்கு ரிலேட்டட் நான் டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் நான் ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பேன். Okay, anything வந்து நான் 24/7 நான் அவைலபிள் இருக்க மாட்டேன். So night times கொஞ்சம் ஸ்பேர் பண்ணுங்க. So I'll be available till 9:30. I'll respond to you people. Okay, right. So take the question related to this one. A stone falls from a cliff. A stone falls from a cliff and it travels 24.5 meters. 24.5 meters. Okay, a stone falls from a cliff and travels 24.5 meters in the last second. Before it reaches the ground. At the foot of the cliff. Find the height of the cliff. I'll repeat the question again. A stone falls from a cliff and travels 24.5 meters in the last second before it reaches the ground. At the foot of the cliff. Find the height of the cliff. So we are going to find the height of the cliff. Okay, right. So one by we'll see. So here in this question, so it was moving downward direction. Remember, when they have given the question, try to concentrate on the gravitation part. First of all, இது minus or plus and so just try to concentrate. இந்த கொஸ்டின் பார்க்கும்போது it was moving downward direction. Cliff வந்து ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டோன் வந்து ஃபாலோ ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. It was moving downward direction. Gn ஆகும், it is plus. Remember, G is plus. So in the question they have given you G. Sometimes if you are comfortable, you can take 9.8 or you can take 10 also. Okay, this is your first stage. So now, so in this question, nth second answer, it is a last second. So from this relation, we are going to find t. Okay, so on the nth term, now find out panale, I can able to find the t here. So nth second, last second. Okay, now, so from this relation, we are going to find the t here, first of all. So இங்க வந்து என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கானா, a stone falls from a cliff and travels. A stone falls from a cliff. So assuming it was from the rest condition. So it is not having any velocity. It was from the rest condition. So u is equal to 0. Assuming u is equal to 0 because it was falling from the rest condition. Now, so the displacement for the nth second, yes, they have given as 24.5 meters. Okay, it was your nth, it is 24.5 meters. Now, the formula is s is equal to u plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. S is equal to u plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. Now, so we know the s is nothing but 24.5 meters and u is initial condition, u is equal to 0. U is equal to 0. Okay, and here they have given the acceleration. Acceleration, I told you, if you're comfortable, you can take 10. So g is 10 and we need to find n here. Okay, whatever n you are getting, it is your time period. Okay, it is your nth time period. So we're going to find the nth time period. Try to find n from this. Try to find the n.
Sir, 2.35.
2.35 for n. Remember, it will be a number, ma. It won't be 2.3 something. Try to check. Is it 2.3 something? Is it 2.5, 2.3?
Approximately 3.
3, yes. So no, I just want to know the exact number. Is it 2.3, 2.5? Are you getting 2.3, 2.5 only?
2.55, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. Remember, when you're taking the n, there is no decimal point. So you have to take the round off. So if you're getting 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 also, you have to take the round off as 3. So it is a number actually. Okay, so it is your 3. So the time period which you are getting, the nth time period is 3 seconds. The nth time period is 3 seconds. Whatever the n, it is nothing but your time period. So I'm taking it as 3 seconds. Now we got the time period. Now what we'll do, we need to find the height of the cliff. We need to find the height of the cliff. So to find the height of the cliff, so there is a formula to find the height. So again, it was related to your displacement alone. So in the final velocity, so first and third equations we should not take. So second equation, s is equal to ut plus half g t square. Again, it was moving downward direction only. G is positive. So yes, we need to find from this. Again, as usual, u is 0, t is 3 seconds, g I'll take it as 10. Try to find the displacement.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
sir, g equal to 9.8 is the correct minutes.
Yeah, yes. Sometimes if you can take the 9.8, you will get the thing. Okay, for that only. So if you want to take 9.8, if you're comfortable with 9.8, you can take, or else you can take 10 also. So both are same only. So approximate values down only. Okay, so try to find the s
9.8
from this.
9.8 is the exact 3 words.
9.8 exact 3 words. Okay, fine. You can take 9.8 also. You can take 9.8. Yes, ma'am. It is approximate to 44 something word, or is 45 is your answer. It is not 15 meters. It is not 15. Yes, ma'am. Correct. So you can go, if you are taking 9.8, the answer is 44.1 meter. 44.1 meter. If you are taking 10 approximate, okay, so you will get approximate half, is 10. Okay, so இது வந்து 3 square 9. Okay, approximate 45 meters you'll get for 10. Okay, so both are correct only. 44.1 meter, 45. Done? Yes, ma, correct. Yes. So any doubt so far in the gravitation? But on the graphs on the, you please practice it. Now I'll share the document. Okay, please practice it. Any doubts? I'll explain to you tomorrow. Okay, we'll go to the next step. We'll go to the next step. Any doubts so far? Yes, ma. Shubha, that's correct. Right. Sir, how will we find to use this equation two problems? Which problem? How will we find to use this equation two problems? Priya, I didn't. Priyanka, can you able to? Okay. Okay, can you able to speak? Please, I cannot able to understand your typing here. So, என்ன question? என்ன doubt உங்களுக்கு? Yes, ma'am. சொல்லுங்க.
சார் இப்போ அந்த ப்ராப்ளம்க்கு வந்து இந்த ஃபார்முலா தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணனும்னு
ரைட்.
ஐடென்டிஃபை
சோ ப்ராப்ளம்க்கு இந்த ஃபார்முலா தான் சொல்றீங்களா? சோ ரிமெம்பர் அந்த क्वेश्चनல வந்து nth டர்ம்னு கேக்குறாங்க. ரிமெம்பர். ஓகே, இந்த லாஸ்ட்ல வந்து கிளிஃப் அந்த கிளிஃப் வந்து அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் டிராப் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. அந்த nth டைம் பீரியட், nth செகண்ட், nth டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம பேசும்போது ரிமெம்பர் தட் இஸ் யுவர் SN ரிலேஷன். ஓகேவா? அதான் nth செகண்ட்.
ஆனா இந்த क्वेश्चनல அப்படி இல்லையே சார்.
அதுல இருக்குமா? பாருங்க நல்லா. திருப்பிங்களா क्वेश्चन? nth ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கு. அந்த nth டர்ம் பீரியட் தான் நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லியிருக்கேன். இதுதான் ப்ராப்ளம்னா இட் இஸ் யுவர் क्वेश्चन ஆல்சோ. ஓகேவா? சோ அந்த nth செகண்ட் வரும்போது nth டைம் பீரியட், nth செகண்ட், nth டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட் ன்னு சொல்லும்போது தட் இஸ் யுவர் ஃபார்முலா. ஓகே? ரைட். So we'll see next heading. Just take the heading. So it is your relative velocity. Next heading, relative velocity. So in the relative velocity presently we'll concentrate with respect to velocity without any vectors. So vectors once நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா இதே ரிலேட்டிவ் வெலாசிட்டி பேஸ் பண்ணி ரெயின், ரிவர், மேன், ரெயின் சொல்லிட்டு நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருக்கு. அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஓகே, இட் வாஸ் ரிலேட்டட் டு திஸ் ஒன். ஹெடிங் வந்து ரிலேட்டிவ் வெலாசிட்டி. சிம்பிள் ரிலேஷன்ஸ் தான் ரிலேட்டிவ் வெலாசிட்டி. ஓகே, ஸோ தோஸ் ஆர் ஹேவிங் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் நான் திரும்பி சொல்றேன். நான் வந்து வாய்ஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், வீடியோ ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஐ ஷேர் திஸ் ரெக்கார்ட் டு யூ பீப்புள். ஓகே, ரைட். ஸோ ஹெடிங் வந்து ரிலேட்டிவ் வெலாசிட்டி. Now, so our simple examples, we'll see that relative velocity. Okay, example. So assume idhula relative velocity there are two different conditions are there. So first one, assume there is an object. So this is your object, or you can say a vehicle object, and there is one more vehicle B. Assume there are two vehicles are there. So assume A is your vehicle and B is also your vehicle. So assume these two vehicles, I'll share it like this. Okay, so these two vehicles are traveling in the same direction. For example, okay, two vehicles both are traveling in the same directions. When these two are traveling in the same directions, travel and solumbodhu they'll be having some velocity. Assuming A object the velocity is VA. I'm assuming it as A velocity object is VA and B object velocity is VB. Okay, so both are traveling in the same directions. Okay, when both are traveling in the same directions, now assume pandren VA is equal to VB. That is, both velocities are same. Okay, when both velocities are same, we can say that VA is equal to VB. First condition. So நான் என்ன பண்றேன்னா both are velocity, both are traveling in the same direction. So நான் என்ன பண்றேன், assume நான் A vehicle நான் இருக்கேன், B vehicle some other person is. What will do? I'm comparing my vehicle's velocity to other vehicle's velocity. It is nothing but your relation, one point to other point, relation from one point to other point. So இது நம்ம வந்து loss of motion பார்க்கும்போது frame of reference னு சொல்றோம். From one particular point, so what is the velocity and how he was traveling, what is the direction சொல்லிட்டு discuss பண்றோம். Okay, so when he was traveling, so when for example A na B one more person, so I'm traveling with some velocity VA. So I'm going to compare this velocity to other person's velocity. I'm going to compare this velocity, my velocity, to other person's velocity. When I'm comparing mine to the other, there is a small relation. So one with respect to the other. நீங்க வந்து vectors ல பாத்துக்கலாம். So vectors ல நீங்க வந்து electrostatics ல பாத்துக்கலாம், magnetism ல பாத்துக்கலாம். So F12, F21 ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு there is a relation in vectors. Relative frequencies, relative velocity, relative frequencies, forces ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு discuss பண்றோம். So FA, that is VA with respect to VB. So VAB. When I'm comparing from A towards B, now VAB. For example, இது B towards A na VBA வரும். B towards A na VBA வரும். Okay, so VAB is nothing VA with respect to B, VB na VB with respect to A. Okay, VB with respect to A. Now, so we'll take the relations. So இங்க VA VB. Suppose இதுல வந்து ரெண்டு velocity சேம் ஆயிருக்கு. ரெண்டு velocity சேம் ஆயிருக்கு. அப்போ டிஃபரன்ஸ் என்ன இருக்கும்? டிஃபரன்ஸ் எதுவுமே கிடையாது. So VA minus VB. VA minus VB. When we are comparing the difference between these two, so the difference will be 0 when both velocities are same. When both velocities are same, the difference is equal to 0. Same thing, VB and VB minus VA, the difference is 0. Okay, suppose if both are traveling in the same direction, both velocities are same, now the relative velocity, we call it as relative velocity, is 0. Suppose both are having different velocities. Both are having different velocities. So VA is not equal to VB. So when these two are traveling with the different velocities, comparing VA to B is VA minus VB and VB to A is VB minus VA. So when both are traveling in the same direction, this is your relation. Second case enna, so if A was traveling in this direction, okay, right side, and B was traveling in opposite to it, both velocities are same. When both velocities are same, but inge in the moment condition enna aguna, first one, so VAB I'm comparing with respect to B. Okay, so same thing, VA minus VB varum, but VB was opposite direction to it, so VB minus VB agum. So it is VA plus VB agum. So VAB agum, VA plus VB agum, because VB is in opposite direction. So when you're comparing with VBA agum, it is VB minus of minus VA. So it is nothing but VB plus VA. Okay, so both are traveling in opposite direction, rendume add agum, both are traveling in the same direction, rendume subtract agum. Okay, so this is your relative velocities with each other. Okay, idhula edha doubts iruka? So the same relation, same type of sum on the number vectors la number discuss pandrom, adu romba important. Okay, so for any doubts, na idu varaikku na vectors discuss pannala. Okay, just try to remember, rendu same direction irukumbodhu it was minus, rendu opposite direction irukumbodhu it was plus. Okay, any doubts? Can we do one problem on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. So just take the relations, rendu conditions irukku, both are traveling in the same direction, both are traveling in the opposite direction. Now take the problem, first one. Just take the first problem. First problem. Two trains 120 meters and 80 meters in length. Two trains 120 meters and 80 meters in length. 120 meters and 80 meters in length are running in opposite directions. With velocities 42 kilometers per hour and 30 kilometers per hour. With velocities 42 kilometers per hour and 30 kilometers per hour. Okay, 30 kilometers per hour. Good stuff. In what time they will completely cross each other? In what time they will completely cross each other? In what time they will completely cross each other? Okay, I'll repeat the question. Two trains 120 meters and 80 meters. 120 meters and 80 meters in length are running in opposite directions with velocities 42 kilometers per hour and it is 30 kilometers per hour. 42 kilometers per hour and 30 kilometers per hour. In what time they will completely cross each other? That is your question. So for this one, we are going to find the relative velocity because these two are crossing with each other in opposite direction. Suppose இது இந்த direction இருக்கு, இது இந்த direction இருக்கு. Both are in opposite direction. இதர velocity one இருக்கு, இதர velocity one இருக்கு. Right? So first of all, we'll try to find its velocity, relative velocity with each other. Relative velocity, both are traveling in the opposite direction. One with respect to other na paakren. Okay, so relative velocity V is A point, is B point. So VAB is both are in traveling the opposite direction, VA plus VB, because it is minus of minus agadanaala, it is VA plus VB. So VA plus VB na it is 42, it is 30. So it is nothing but 72 kilometers per hour. So it is 72 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now we got yes, ma'am. So we got the 72 kilometers per hour. Now try to convert into meter per second. Convert this into meter per second. So to convert this into meter per second, 72 into 5 by 18. 72 into 5 by 18. So convert into meter per second.
20 meter per second.
Yes, ma'am. Correct. So it is 20 meter per second. Now we got the relative velocity here. So we are going to find the displacement first of all. Yes, ma'am. Correct. Chandru. Yes. So here it is 20 meter per second. We are going to find the displacement. Now, if you see the displacement, total displacement we have to consider. ஏன்னா வந்து இந்த ரெண்டு cross ஆகும்போது, so ரெண்டு cross ஆகும்போது total displacement base பண்ணி தான் cross ஆயிருக்கு. So இதோட displacement வந்து 120, இதோட displacement வந்து 80 meters. So S is nothing but 120 plus 80. So it is 200 meters. So the total displacement, both are crossing with each other, was 200 meters. Okay, we got the displacement now. So we got the velocity, we got the displacement. எனக்கு என்ன இப்போ டைம் பீரியட் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணணும் வித் விச் தீஸ் டூ ஆர் கிராசிங் வித் ஈச் அதர் ரெண்டு கிராஸ் ஆகும்போது அதோட டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ஆட் ஆகும் ஓகே ஸோ டோட்டல் டைம் பீரியட் இஸ் ஸோ வெலாசிட்டி இஸ் நத்திங் பட் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் பை டைம் பீரியட் இஸ் டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் பை வெலாசிட்டி time period is displacement by velocity. So find the time period t from this. Find the time period displacement by velocity.
10 seconds, sir.
Yes,
10 seconds, sir.
So it was taking the time period as 10 seconds. Okay. So with the comparison with these two velocities, we can able to find the time periods, displacement and velocities. Okay. Right. Any doubts in this question? So displacement we can able to find the time periods here.
No, sir.
Okay. So we'll see the next question. Next question, take the next question. இது கொஞ்சம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் ஆயிருக்கு. இது நீங்க ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. I will help you. So next question is two parallel rail tracks. One second. Two parallel rail tracks run north south. Two parallel rail tracks run north south. Full stop. Train A moves north. With a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. Train A moves north with a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. Okay, and train B moves south with a speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, train A moves north with a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. Okay, train B moves south with a speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, what is the கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்க யாருன்னு தெரியல அது உங்க வாய்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்க
இது மட்டும் தான் சொல்றானே இந்த 11th எக்ஸாம் மட்டும் சொல்றாங்க
யாருமா அது கொஞ்சம் மியூட் பண்ணுங்க ப்ளீஸ்
எவ்வளவு டிஸ்ட்
நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா ஆக்சுவலி நான் மியூட் பண்றேன் நீங்க திரும்பி அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க யாரோ தெரியல சில பேர் அப்படிதான் பண்றாங்க மியூட் பண்ணாலும் திரும்பி வந்து அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் உங்க வீட்டுல நடக்கிறது எல்லாம் வந்து எனக்கு கிளியரா கேட்கும் எல்லா பேருக்கும் கேட்கும் அது கொஞ்சம் பாத்துக்கோங்க ஓகே சரி டேக் த கொஸ்டின் So two parallel train tracks run north to south. A train moves north with a speed of 54 kilometers per second per hour, and train B moves south with a speed of 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, what is the first one? What is the relative velocity? Relative velocity of B with respect to A. Relative velocity of B with respect to A. Second question. Relative velocity of ground. Relative velocity of ground, okay, with respect to B. Relative velocity of ground with respect to B. This is your second one. Third one. Velocity of monkey. Velocity of monkey running on the roof. Velocity of monkey running on the roof. Of the train. Velocity of monkey running off the roof of the train against its motion, in brackets, against its motion in brackets, with a velocity of 18 kilometers per hour, with a velocity of 18 kilometers per hour. Okay, per hour with respect to A, 18 kilometers per hour with respect to A. Okay, full stop. As observed by the man standing on the ground. As observed by the man standing on the ground. Okay, I'll repeat the question. 3 questions மட்டும் நான் repeat பண்றேன். Relative velocity of B with respect to A, relative velocity of ground with respect to B. Third one, a monkey running on the roof of a train against its motion. Okay, train A against its motion. So with a velocity, monkey's velocity 18 kilometers per hour. Okay, with respect to A, it was moving 18 kilometers per hour with respect to A, as observed by a man standing on the ground. So there is a person, he was observing it. Okay, so he was observing, it was standing on the ground. So we are going to find these 3. Okay, right. So some of you has given the answers 144 kilometer per hour. 144 kilometer per hour. So try to convert into meter per second everything. Okay, meter per second la convert பண்ணுங்க. So what is the first answer? Convert into meter per second. Meter per second. Third one 240 meter per second. Dinesh, first one சொல்லுங்க.
40 meter per second.
Yes, ma. First one was your 40 meter per second. First one is your 40 meter per second. When the store in opposite, other formula சொல்லிருக்கேன். VB with respect to A ன்னு சொல்லும்போது relation என்ன வரும்? VBA is equal to VB plus VA. Try to convert into meter per second completely. Okay. Second one, ground with respect to your velocity of train B. Ground with respect to velocity of train B. Okay.
90s.
Ground வந்து with respect to B. Sorry. Ground is stable ஆயிருக்கு. Train in the direction move ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. Ground is stable ஆயிருக்கு. Remember, ground is stable ஆயிருக்கு. Ground there is no velocity. So for this velocity, V is 0.
25, sir.
25, yes, ma. So VG plus VB is equal to VB velocity that 25. So it is 25 meter per second. So ground ஓட velocity வந்து 0 இருக்கிறதுனால ரெண்டு opposite direction இருக்கிறதுனால it is 25 meter per second. It is your second one. Third one, relative velocity of monkey with respect to A. So we need to find the relative velocity of monkey with respect to A. And one more thing, relative velocity of monkey with respect to A already கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, which is 18 meter per second. Remember, question lo relative velocity of monkey with respect to A கொடுத்திட்டாங்க. Okay, so what we need to find? We need to find the velocity of monkey. So try to find the velocity of monkey.
Sir, எவ்வளவு சொன்னீங்க? 80 meter per second.
18 kilometer per hour. 18 kilometer per hour. 18 kilometer per hour. So relative velocity of the monkey. Okay, so with respect to train A, okay, it is 18 kilometer per hour. Okay, we need to find the velocity of monkey. Convert into meter per second.
It's 5 meter per second.
It's 5 meter per second. Which one, ma? This one. Monkey with respect to A.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma. It is 5 meter per second. Correct. So what is the velocity for monkey? VM.
$10 meter per second, sir.
Yes, ma. So VM is 10 meter per second. It is 10 meter per second. just a relation between these two, that's it. Okay, ரொம்ப பெருசா எதுவும் இல்லை, டிஃபரன்ஸ் மட்டும் கரெக்டா நம்ம பிளான் பண்ணது.
சார்
எஸ் மா,
சார்
ஜஸ்ட் மா டெல் மீ.
உங்க நெட்வொர்க் பேண்ட்விட்த் ஸ்லோன்னு சொல்லிட்டு எனக்கு இது வீடியோ
அப்படியா? ஜஸ்ட் வெயிட் ஃபார் சம் டைம்.
பேண்ட்விட்த் லோ இருக்கும் சார்.
அப்படியா? ஸோ மேபி நான் வந்து நெட்வொர்க் கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸாக இருக்கும். வீல் கம்ப்ளீட் இட், அவ்வளோதான், முடிஞ்சிச்சு இல்லை, 5 minutes தான். ஓகே, மேபி நான் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணுறேன் எல்லாமே, ஐ ஷேர் இட் டு யூ. சம்டைம்ஸ் அது அப்பப்போ வந்து டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். இட் வில் கம்ப்ளீட்
சார்.
Yeah,
அவ்வளவுதானா சார் ஆன்சர்? 10 meter per second.
yes ma, 10 meter per second.
Thank you.
It's 10 meter per second. So anyone having doubts on this?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'll give homework. Note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So I'll give 2 questions. நீங்க வந்து ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. Okay, first question for your homework. First question. The speed of a motor launch. The speed of a motor launch. The speed of a motor launch with respect to still water. The speed of a motor launch with respect to still water. Still water is 7
Sir,
meter per second. Yes, ma. Tell me.
Sir, repeat, sir.
Yes, yes. The speed of a motor launch. You can say motor launch or you can say boat. The speed of a motor launch or boat with respect to still water. With respect to still water is 7 meter per second. Is 7 meter per second. 7 meter per second. And the speed of stream is water stream is u is 3 meter per second. Speed of water stream is 3 meter per second. Okay, good stop. When the launch began traveling upstream, when the launch began traveling upstream, a float was dropped from it. A float was dropped from it. Good stop. The launch traveled 4.2 kilometers. The launch traveled 4.2 kilometers upstream. 4.2 kilometers upstream, turned about and caught up with the float. Turned about, T-U-R-N-D-D. Turned about and caught up with the float. Turned about and caught with the float. Full stop. How long is it before the launch? How long is it before the launch reaches the float? How long is it before the launch reaches the float? I'll repeat the question. The speed of a motor launch with respect to still water. The speed of a motor with respect to still water is 7 meter per second. And the speed of stream is 3 meter per second. When the launch began traveling upstream, a float was dropped from it. The launch traveled 4.2 kilometers upstream, turned about and caught up with the float. How long is it before the launch reaches the float? How long is it before the launch reaches the float? This is your question. Okay, so we need to find the total time period. So I'll give the answer also. Total time period is 35 minutes. The total time period is.
So what is next to turned about, sir?
Next to turned about. Turned about and caught up with the float. Turned about and caught up with the float. Caught up with the float. Caught up with the float. Okay, how long is it before the launch reaches the float? How long is it before the launch reaches the float? Okay, second question. Just take the second question. Okay, a man swims in a river. Second question. A man swims in a river. A man swims in a river with and against water. A man swims river with and against water. With water and against water. At the rate of at the rate of 15 kilometers per hour. At the rate of 15 kilometers per hour and 5 kilometers per hour and 5 kilometers per hour. 15 kilometers per hour and 5 kilometers per hour. Find the man's speed. Find the man's speed in still water. Find the man's speed in still water and speed of the river. Find the man's speed in still water and speed of the river. And speed of the river. So these are your two questions. Okay. So I'll repeat the second question if you want. So a man swims in a river with and against water at the rate of 15 kilometers per hour and 5 kilometers per hour. Find the man's speed in still water and the speed of the river. Okay. So the answers are 10 kilometer per hour and 5 kilometer per hour. The answers are 10 kilometer per hour and 5 kilometers per hour. Okay, these are your answers. These are your answers. Okay. Right. Any doubts so far, ma, for today's class? நான் already சொல்லிட்டேன் நிறைய problems இருக்கு. So vectors and scalars start பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் there will be so many problems. Okay. So இனிமே வந்து கான்செப்ட் சின்னதா தான் இருக்கும், பட் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் நிறைய வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். ஒரே ஒரு கான்செப்ட்ல just try to practice it. நான் இன்னைக்கு வந்து worksheets நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன், today's questions and today's worksheets. Okay, try to practice it. Okay, any doubts so far? இந்த ரெண்டு questions நீங்க வந்து practice பண்ணுங்க. Tomorrow I'll ask the questions and graphs வந்து I share you some screenshots. Practice it. Tomorrow for the first half an hour we'll discuss about the graphs. Okay, and we'll do some problems on the graphs. Okay, so with this your motion is straight line topics are over, but நான் திரும்பி சொல்றேன், problems வந்து நிறைய இருக்கு, concepts இதுதான். Try to practice the problems. Okay, so நிறைய மெத்தட்ஸ் இருக்கு. உங்ககிட்ட புக்ஸ் இருக்கிறது ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க, இல்லைன்னா ஒர்க் ஷீட்ஸ் கொடுக்கறது ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க, டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்கும் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் இஸ் மஸ்ட். ஓகே, நீங்க டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் தமிழ்நாடு டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் இருக்கு, ஸ்டேட் போர்ட் புது டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் இருந்தாலும் ஓகே தான், இல்ல வந்து என்சிஆர்டி டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் இருந்தாலும் ஓகே தான். there are so many e-books ஆகுது டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ஸ். try to find it, or else நான் வேணும்னா நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன். Okay, any doubts so far? I think some of them are joining again. ஏன்னா லாஸ்ட் மொமெண்ட்ல ஜாயின் பண்றீங்க, திரும்பி வந்து டிஸ்கனெக்ட் ஆகுறீங்க, என்னன்னே தெரியல. So I'll check with them. Maybe 1 or 2 persons வந்து லெஃப்ட் ஆயிட்டாங்க, திரும்பி ஜாயின் பண்றாங்க. Okay, any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, ma. Yes, Anand, tell me. Okay, you can take a break. Ma'am will join to you. Okay, in 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, just take a break, ma'am. Okay, those who are having doubts, those who joined new, just wait. If they have any issues, they can talk to me now. Just I'll be waiting for 5 minutes. So others, you can take a break.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, thanks. Akash Pandey, you joined at the end, right? Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Akash Pandey and Charulata, you are new to this one. And
Thank you, sir.
yeah, ma'am. So those who are joined today or yesterday, if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. So we have 5 minutes for your next class. Okay, any doubts so far, you can ask me. No doubts. Clear ஆ இருக்கீங்க. எக்ஸாம் வச்சதும் தெரியும். Okay, thank you.
హలో
మ్యామ్ జాయిన్ అయిపోయారా?
సో మీరు నేను ఉన్నాను క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత చెప్పండి సరేనా?
అయిపోయింది మ్యామ్, నేను బ్రేక్ ఇచ్చాను వాళ్ళకి. యూ కెన్ జాయిన్ ఆఫ్టర్ 5 minutes.
సరే సార్.
మ్యామ్ ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్, వీళ్ళు పిల్లలు ఏమవుతుందంటే మిడిల్ లో డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, ప్లస్ వచ్చి వాళ్ళకి సిగ్నల్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉంది కాబట్టి నేను క్లాస్ రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నాను. నేను ఐమ్ జస్ట్ రికార్డింగ్ ద క్లాస్. ఇఫ్ పాసిబుల్ మీరు కూడా రికార్డ్ చేయండి. సో ఈవినింగ్ అయిన తర్వాత యూ కెన్ షేర్ ఇట్ మ్యామ్.
సరే సరే
విల్ డు లైక్ దిస్. ఓకే మ్యామ్, నేను మిమ్మల్ని హోస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను అండ్ ఐఎమ్ లీవింగ్.
సరే
ఓకే మ్యామ్. ఓకే
Thank you, sir.
ஓகே மா, தேங்க்யூ. கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. கேலக்ஸி ஆன் 5 ப்ரோ கொஞ்சம் நேம் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணா எனக்கு நேம்ஸ் தெரியும். நேம்ஸ் நீங்க சேஞ்ச் பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. எனக்கு வந்து யார் பேசுறீங்க என்னன்னு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. நானும் வந்து மொபைல் நம்பர்ஸ் பிளஸ் வந்து உங்க நேம்ஸ் இதுல தான் நான் பேச வேண்டியதா இருக்கு. ஓகே, ட்ரை டு சேஞ்ச் த நேம்ஸ் ஆர் எல்ஸ் உங்க நேம்ஸ் சொல்லுங்க, நான் இப்போ சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிடுறேன். ஸோ தோஸ் ஆர் ஹேவிங் சம் ரொம்ப டெக்னிக்கல் நேம்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றீங்க. Okay, so I'm leaving. So now record பண்ணிருக்கேன் என்னோட கிளாஸ் இன்னைக்கு செக்ஷன். Okay, I'm just sharing this in group WhatsApp நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன். Just go through it. Maybe disturbance இருக்கு என்னன்னு தெரியல. First time we are trying it. Okay, so any alterations anything we'll try. Okay, right மா சார்லதா, நீங்க வந்து எண்ட்ல தான் ஜாயின் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க சார்லதா. நீங்க வந்து இன்னைக்கு தான் நான் இந்த பேர் பார்க்கறேன்.
sir.
Okay மா ஆனந்த்.
Sir.
Yeah மா ஆனந்த், tell me.
சார் 1.5 hour லார்ஜ் வீடியோ வந்து வாட்ஸ்அப்ல ஷேர் ஆகும் சார்.
இல்லம்மா, இது வந்து ஜூம்னால கம்ப்ரஸ்ட் வீடியோ தான் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? நம்ம வந்து ஹெச்டி வீடியோஸ் அதெல்லாம் வந்து ஷேர் பண்ணல, மூவிஸ் இருந்து வராது. இந்த ஜூம் வீடியோஸ்னால இட் வாஸ் கம்ப்ரஸ்ட் தான், நோ இஷ்யூஸ். So I'll share it to you, no problem. Okay.